Marsau and Martell's friendship has turned into one of the most dramatic storylines on Love and Marriage, Huntsville. What once looked like a strong partnership in business and brotherhood has now become a public war of words. This is not just a small misunderstanding. It is years of friendship, business ventures, broken trust, and personal pain coming to the surface. Today, we will go deep into how this clash unfolded, how both men kept exchanging heavy accusations, and why neither of them is ready to back down. That it all began about 9 years ago when Marsau and Martell decided to start a business together. They called it Sculpt, and the plan was to focus on residential and commercial construction. In the beginning, it looked like a smart move. Both had ambition, both had skills, and both wanted to grow wealth as a team. But things did not go smoothly. The business did not meet their expectations, and soon the partnership started to fall apart. Marsau recalls that Martell later tried to act like he had done Marsau a favor by bringing him into the business. According to Marsau, that version of events is far from the truth. He feels Martell is now trying to rewrite history to make himself look superior. This feeling of competition and ego has been a quiet shadow in their friendship for years. Marsau believes Martell has always thought of himself as being on a higher level. When Martell's personal life took a downward turn and Marsau's career began to rise, things became worse. Marsau says Martell could not handle watching someone he once looked down on moving ahead. From that moment, Martell started making comments, sharing stories, and creating situations that would drag Marsau into unnecessary drama. One of the most painful points of their conflict is Martell's cheating scandal. Martell got caught in a major affair, and instead of dealing with it quietly, he started involving other people. Marsau feels Martell wanted everyone to share the blame, almost as if he did not want to be the only one facing judgment. Marsau says Martell continues to make bad decisions and then blames others for the outcome. This constant blame game has kept their issues alive. The tension between them is also fueled by small incidents that have been turned into big weapons. For example, years ago Marsau made 2 jokes about Martell being a busy little bee during the couple's 10th anniversary. At the time, it seemed harmless. They laughed, and Marsau even apologized later when Martell said the joke hurt him. Marsau explained that they were all joking and he never meant harm. But despite that apology, Martell never let the matter go. According to Marsau, Martell used those old jokes to create a bigger narrative, giving interviews and talking on national blogs about Marsau again and again. From Marsau's point of view, he rarely speaks about Martell unless he is forced to respond. Yet, he finds his name constantly in Martell's mouth. This endless cycle has left Marsau feeling attacked and disrespected. He says that every time Martell gives an interview or makes a post about him, he has no choice but to respond. What started as a friendship built on mutual respect has turned into a game of public shots and hidden digs. The conflict reached another level when Martell allegedly tried to bring more personal details to the public. Marsau claims that Martell even involved the woman Martell had an affair with, giving her a bigger platform. Marsau points out that Martell himself admitted that these moves were simply about getting satisfaction, about striking back, and about creating public noise. It became less about solving issues and more about outshining the other. As these events unfolded on the show, viewers could see how both men refused to step back. When they meet face to face, the conversations are often full of interruptions, sharp words, and emotional heat. Each man wants to have the last word. Each wants to prove he is not the one at fault. The argument becomes less about the original problems and more about pride. People close to them, including their castmates, have tried to calm things down. They suggested that if they both respect each other and stop speaking negatively in public, the feud could cool off. But those attempts have not brought lasting peace. At one point, Martell even said directly that he does not respect Marsau. For Marsau, that was a clear sign that rebuilding their friendship might be impossible. He has stated that he has nothing to say about Martell anymore and wants Martell to keep his name out of his mouth, yet, the drama continues because neither of them wants to be the first to stay silent. Marsau now feels that every time Martell makes a move, he must return fire. He believes Martell is spreading lies, and he does not want those lies to define his reputation. Martell, on the other hand, seems determined to bring every hidden story to the surface, even saying he wants everything out in the open. This push and pull keeps the feud alive. It is also clear that ego plays a big role. Both Marsau and Martell are successful, strong personalities. Neither of them wants to appear weak. To them, silence can look like defeat. So, they continue to speak, to throw verbal punches, and to challenge each other. What might have been solved in a private conversation has now become entertainment for fans and a long-running storyline on television. From a wider view, this conflict shows how friendship and business can mix in dangerous ways. Starting a company together requires trust, clear communication, and a shared vision. When those things are missing, disappointment can quickly turn into personal attacks. For Marsau and Martell, business disagreements opened the door to personal grudges. Add to that the stress of reality TV cameras and the pressure to stay relevant, and the conflict grew even bigger. It also reflects how unresolved issues can pile up over the years. A small joke, a misunderstood comment, or a simple business decision can stay in someone's mind for a long time. If those feelings are never cleared up, they can explode later in unexpected ways. Marsau's two small jokes about Martell's marriage might have seemed harmless in the moment, but for Martell they became a symbol of disrespect. Over time, that memory turned into a reason for revenge. Throughout their arguments, we can also see how public opinion influences personal relationships. On a show with millions of viewers, every word is recorded, replayed, and shared on social media. Each interview, each episode, and each rumor adds new fuel to the fire. It becomes hard to know whether they are fighting for personal reasons or for the spotlight. Some fans even wonder if keeping the drama alive is part of their strategy to stay at the center of attention. At the same time, there is real pain in their words. These are not just two men creating drama for TV. There is a deep sense of betrayal. They trusted each other in business and in friendship. They shared private jokes and family milestones. To see that trust broken in public must be painful for both. Underneath the shouting and accusations, there might still be memories of good times, which makes the fight even more emotional. As episodes continue, both Marsau and Martell give the impression that they are waiting for the other to blink first. Marsau insists that he wants respect and honesty. Martell says he wants the truth to be fully exposed. But neither of them is willing to take the first step toward peace. Even when other cast members suggest a one-on-one talk, it quickly turns back into a debate over who is right. If we look at their journey from the beginning, we can see how small cracks grew into wide gaps. A promising business idea called Sculpt became the seed of doubt. Misunderstandings turned into long-term resentment. Private jokes became public weapons. And personal mistakes became the center of national gossip. All these pieces together explain why their fight is so hard to end. This story is not only about Marsau and Martell. It is a reminder for anyone who mixes friendship with business. Clear agreements, respect, and regular honest talks are essential. Without them, money problems can turn into personal wars. Their situation also shows how holding on to grudges can poison a relationship for years. Right now, the future of their friendship looks uncertain. Marsau says he does not need Martell in his life or his conversations. Martell shows no sign of stopping his sharp comments. Unless one of them decides to end the cycle, the back and forth will likely continue on screen and off screen. What makes their conflict so gripping is the mix of personal history, business disappointment, and strong personalities. Viewers keep watching because it feels real. It is not just a scripted argument. It is two former friends trying to prove a point, protect their pride, and win in the court of public opinion. As we watch the next chapters unfold, one thing is clear: both men have strong voices and strong memories. Each time they speak, they bring back old wounds. And each time they are reminded of the past, the chances of peace grow smaller. Whether they will ever put their differences aside is something only time will tell. For now, the drama between Marsau and Martell remains one of the most intense rivalries on reality television. Their journey from business partners to bitter opponents is a lesson in how quickly things can change when trust is lost. Until they both choose calm over conflict, the story is far from over.